Well, hello everybody. I'm Eddie, and I go as CryptoEri. This is going to be fun to just tell you a little bit about my story, which is really very much like so many other stories are out there. And it was about learning when I came across Bitcoin. And I went down the rabbit hole, and after some of that research, um, like so many people, the project speaks to you. And for me, that happened in 2013. I was having lunch with a software engineer, a friend of mine. He's a little bit younger than me, from the UK, but we always had this connection. And when we got together, we enjoyed our conversation. And he told me about Bitcoin. He actually told me about Litecoin also. I didn't understand it at all, not at all. But when I got back home, I thought to myself, well, if he says it's interesting and it's important, I should figure it out. So I went down into studying, and it spoke to me. And what spoke to me was that it wasn't connected to any country or government. So that was maybe one of the first things that I really liked, because I don't live in my home country anymore, and I've had to deal with moving money between the United States and Japan for many, many, many years. And the fact that I could move this value, hold this value, and there was no government in control, that was very appealing. And at the time, too, I felt it was private, although now we know that it's not as private as maybe we used to think. But this is, yeah, it was private, actually a little more so than it is now. You didn't have to claim it with the IRS as you do your crypto now. So those were the three main reasons. It wasn't really the investment part for me. And it was, yeah, it was low on my list. Of course, I thought there was always a chance, but that wasn't the reason why I bought my first Bitcoin. And I bought it on eBay of all places. And the first person I bought it from was from Turkey. And then I bought it from a seller in Israel. And then I bought it from someone in the Middle East. And then I realized, oh my God, this is so global. This is amazing. So I was using PayPal at the time. You can't do this anymore. It's totally not allowed. But it was kind of the real Wild West back then. That was the first Bitcoin I bought was January 2014. And then when I had no bad experience, everything that I ordered was sent. I was using Poloniex at the time. And I also used the blockchain online crypto wallet. That was also where I was using both those places. So this is the early time. And I actually, unfortunately, not everything, but I did lose my private keys to some of the first Bitcoin I ever bought. Well, so we don't look back, right? And then this whole space started to blow up in 2017. And I think I was having maybe too much fun trading all those alts. Some of them are still around, like Digibyte and Dogecoin, and SIA, I think, is still around. But many of the ones that I was trading, I think they're gone now. So I had a YouTube channel, but I was doing sumo because I'm a big sumo wrestler fan. And that was a channel that I started in 2006, about it was 2007. And nobody was watching me. Nobody was watching. So I changed the channel in 2017 to crypto. And by 2018, I was really finding the news because I was following the space and watching it grow up. And I found that there wasn't anybody covering Japan for the West. And Japan is really crypto friendly. And it also, too, there was a lot of lost in translation. And so it was in spring 2018, I went to a blockchain event, and Mr. Kitao was the keynote speaker. And when he spoke, I just happened to tweet out a few of his comments, and oh my gosh, my Twitter feed just blew up. And I thought, wow, this is an interesting community, because I had not really tapped into the XRP community at all. And like those early days, the view of XRP was quite different than it is today, because they've done a great job in getting more decentralized and getting progress when it comes to the on-demand liquidity, and just the space is so different from those early days. I really wasn't that attracted to XRP in the beginning. So I found that there was really a need, and I was solving a problem. So I started to shift my channel over to covering more of the XRP. And even still today, I find that it is solving a problem. I mean, there was an issue with an article that kind of was written by a rogue writer, and it was misinterpreted. And it's amazing to me how one article that is not correct gets picked up by so much media out there, and then it becomes the real thing, and it wasn't. So as long as I still feel like I'm solving a problem, or bringing value to the community, I'm going to continue to do this. And everyone in the community works so hard at educating themselves. This is quite different than maybe the Bitcoin crowd. And even though I think feeling like an underdog at times with the maxis is not a lot of fun, the progress that Ripple has made and the quality of their team and the lives that they are changing with the sending of remittances for those people around the world who can least afford being ripped off is motivating to continue and support this project. So I just think it's a lot of fun. It's very inspiring and compelling to see the space mature, and it is maturing, and it's going to happen faster and faster and faster now. And so it feels good to have been in the space from basically not the very beginning of BTC, but very much in the beginning of when it started to get traction. And still, you can even still say today is still early times. So yeah, I want to thank everyone who has supported me, and I will be talking to you soon, either on Twitter, Coil, or YouTube. Thank you so much.